so we got Snake Cloud.
All right, and I assume we're starting on PS2. Sonido favoring the Snake in this matchup. I get it. I think Sonic Cloud is pretty volatile, depending on who gets the lead. Snake is a lot more consistent in the way he can play this matchup, I feel. And it definitely feels like the onus is on Snake to make the mistake rather than Cloud, just because of how volatile Cloud's recovery is and how kind of just consistent Snake can recover.
There's a good crouch there from Sonido, because when Cloud swings his sword with forward air, he starts like so high up. So when you crouch, like it kind of makes it harder to hit you.
Right.
And Snake has like one of the lowest or one of the lowest crouches in the game, right? So crouching is a really good option for Snake, especially down tilt also. Out of crouch is very good because your hitbox doesn't really rise at all. Like when I crouch with Diddy, and I go for a down tilt, I think my hitbox raises when I go and use down tilt.
Right.
So Snake has a good option from crouch into down tilt because you just stay low the entire time.
Yeah, it does rise ever so slightly, but it's so minimal that in most cases it won't really like screw you over or anything like that.
Right.
But nonetheless, Sonido just kind of destroying him at this point, to be honest. He's not sparing any time right now. Not really getting sent off stage, not really leaving too many openings at all for CarbonCopies to come through and take advantage of. And you can see why, again, I think Snake does fairly well in this matchup. Crouching is so good against Cloud and any of his aerials that you just give yourself time to set up. And again, we see it again even on the up tilt on his grounded options as well. That might be his stock. Yeah, that's going to be it right there.
Here's his up B.
Okay, good high recovery right there, making sure he's not going to die for it.
Oh, that's a good spacing on the down air to beat out the Cypher.
Oh, yeah. All right, I like the space. Blade beam. Okay, another side beam.
Can't follow up, because of the grenade.
Okay, so Carbon kind of slowing it down a little bit, throwing a couple more blade beams and cross slashes out there just to make a little bit more space. Because he's not trying to give Snake time to set up. Oh, that's death right there. Yeah, for sure. But nonetheless, I like the idea that Carbon had in trying to throw out those blade beams. You have to disrupt Snake from throwing out grenades. And you have to stop him from being able to set up those crouches, from being able to position the way he wants to. Because any singular grenade hit leads into a back air hit, which leads to you being off stage as Cloud, which leads into a very, very scary situation. And like we were saying earlier, Cloud's biggest vulnerability is him off stage. If you take advantage of that, he becomes a significantly easier character to deal with. But if you don't, fighting Cloud is kind of an uphill battle against a lot of characters, even some of the best characters in the game. But nonetheless, Sonido doing a great job of taking advantage of it right there. And going to run it back to small battlefield. I actually don't like this stage for Cloud in this matchup in particular. It being a lot smaller means that this situation happens a lot more where you're just off stage or on the ledge as Cloud. And again, as I just pointed out, it's so much easier to deal with Cloud if you can just kill him or get most of your advantages on him off stage. On top of that, I actually do think this is maybe potentially Snake's best stage, just because the platform heights are perfect for setting up grenades, C4s, and everything else on. And it's also easier for him to reach, so you can't really platform camp him as easily as you can on, say, Pokemon Stadium 2. But at the same time, Carbon definitely not doing bad at all. Still a relatively even game. Just has to figure out how he's going to get that solid finishing blow against Sonido. Up tilt. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I lost track of the C4.
Back here, he may die here. No jump, he's dead. That's it.
Yeah, he's good.
Whew, that was close.
Sonido's not a very good player, so I don't. He can't really take advantage of that situation. Like
so, anyways, unfortunately, that was just a slight miss right there. But even then, you can see just how much damage has been racked up on Cloud just being in the corner. So even if you don't get the kill, you can just bully him because of how linear his recovery is. Again, it's not necessarily bad, but it's just vulnerable. It's exploitable. Another Yeah, there's not really much you can do right there. You kind of have to fall and air dodge into the stage.
Yeah, it needs to be like lower, right? Like where the hitbox isn't out. The C4 is on Sonido right now.
Yeah, you can try to up B lower, but what Sonido's doing is he's throwing out up smash and he's missing up nade, right? So if he up smashes and he back airs when you want to up B, at worst you hit him, so it slows you down, and then you get hit by the up smash, or you hit the grenade on the way down, meaning you're getting back either way. So it's a super, super, super sick trap. I'm actually going to steal that because I just hadn't done that against Call before, but it's making it really hard for CarbonCopies to pretty much go anywhere but the ledge. Because if he jumps here, right, he's just going to get back aired or taking damage. Dash attack? No? Good patience.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
That's a good read on the air dodge out of it.
Yeah, that's going to be it right there. Yeah, super strong play by Sonido. Closing it out, cleaning
really
it up.
Really lame play from Sonido.
Hey, it's not Sonic, right?
No skill
Yeah,
whatsoever.
you said no Sonic required, right?
Yeah, I mean